I was working overtime at the mall on New Year's Eve, only to witness my boyfriend proposing to the broke student whose scholarship was funded by my family, on the biggest screen in the place. I was about to step forward and confront him, when she, with tears in her eyes, accepted the proposal. Being confessed to in my family's own statement is so romantic and meaningful. Thank you for loving me so wholeheartedly for 5 years. As soon as those words left her mouth, the two embraced, sharing a deep kiss amidst the cheering crowd. They even won the Bastidel award for the night. I didn't cry or make a scene. Instead, I volunteered to present them with their prize. I couldn't wait to see what fate had in store for two pieces of trash standing together. I stared at the screen in a daze, watching Joel Whittaker all suited up. My coworker elbowed me and whispered excitedly, "Wow, this guy really went all out, renting this screen for New Year's Eve. The price for just half an hour is at least $100,000. I heard he reserved this spot with the marketing team a month ago. Talk about dedication." However, I found it all hard to believe. He told me he was going out of town for a business trip tonight and wouldn't be back until next month. Yet here he was, standing in front of my family, minded scholarship student, Esther Jones, looking at her with the kind of affection you would expect from a lovesick puppy. I'd told Joel before that I worked at a shopping mall, but the funny thing was, he never asked which one. I guess he just didn't care enough to know. With just 5 minutes left before midnight, the countdown to the new year, Joel suddenly dropped to one knee on the big screen. He held out a massive diamond ring and shouted with all his might, "Esther, marry me." The mall lights brightened in an instant and colorful balloons floated down like snowflakes, while the surrounding crowd erupted in cheers. The irony, I was the one who stayed up for nights drafting that very proposal plan. I had known there would be a grand proposal tonight, but never in my wildest dreams did I think it would feature my boyfriend of 6 years. Esther covered her mouth, her eyes sparkling with tears under the lights. She looked like a damsel straight out of a romance movie. Joel flunked. "What am I going to do with you?" she said softly. The crowd started chanting, "Say yes, say yes." My coworker looked at them with envy, gossiping in a hushed tone. "I heard that girl is the daughter of the Moloch CEO, a rich guy and a rich girl. They're perfect match." The daughter of the Moloch CEO. How did I never know I had a sister? As Esther stood there stunned, Joel got up and gently slid the ring onto her finger. "Esther, I've been planning this for a long time. You're the only one worthy of this ring." The camera zoomed in on the ring, and I felt like all the air had been sucked from my lungs. That ring fray was the one my father had won at an auction last month and gifted to me. Joel Fun, how could he steal my ring to propose to another woman? Esther was so overwhelmed she could barely speak. Joel had never imagined what you proposed to me here. This is where the Joneses' business started. My dad is going to be so happy when he finds out 5 years together, and finally we've made it, she said emotionally. How ridiculous. 6 years with me, and they'd been cheating for 5. At that moment, a chill ran down my spine. They had hidden it well enough. After the proposal was a success, the mall staff followed the original plan and fired off the confetti cannons. With a loud bang, Esther squealed and jumped into Joel's arms. They then shared a deep, passionate kiss in the middle of the crowd's envious stares, completely whirled around them. As the clock struck midnight, fireworks burst into the sky behind them. The mall speakers chimed in congratulations to the happy couple for winning the Best of Rollyor. Ariza 5-day, 4-night luxury honeymoon trip worth $50,000. I took a deep breath and turned to my coworker. "Prut, I'll go, give them their prize." I grabbed the prize voucher and walked over to the two of them. They were still lost in each other's eyes, completely unaware of my presence.